Welcome back, guys. This is Alcoholic Endeavors, and today we're going to be making the dingo from the Bartender's Black Book 10th edition. And there's also an alternative recipe online that we're actually going to be looking up and trying out instead. Now, both of these are a little bit different, but they're both still called the dingo, so we're going to go ahead and just try it out. Now, I will be making it in two separate drinking glasses as well, and one's going to be mixed and one's going to be shaken or stirred and shaken, because I'm lazy and I don't feel like washing out the shaker to do another different drink, because the amount of difference is pretty staggering. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into making it. So we're going to do the first one from the Bartender's Black Book edition, and I will go through the whole thing first, and then we'll do the second version after. Alright, so what you're going to need is a rum of some sort. Doesn't specify, so I'm going to use a white rum. Sweet and sour mix. You'll need an amaretto of some sort. This amaretto was originally an amaretto of some sort. You'll need Southern Comfort, which is very specific. Grenadine, and you also need some orange juice. So let's go ahead and get down into making this one. This one I'm actually going to probably stir just for shits and giggles. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. We need 3/4 of an ounce of our white rum, 3/4 of an ounce of our Southern Comfort, as well as 3/4 ounce of our Disaronno or amaretto of your choosing. Next up, we're going to put in a small dash of grenadine, like so, and then you're going to do equal parts of your orange juice and sweet and sour mix. So I'm gonna go maybe 2 ounces each. 2 ounces might be too much. I don't know. It's all a game of just trial and error at this point. So 2 ounces each of sweet and sour mix and of our orange juice, because that was my choosing. I feel like I might regret this, but that's besides the point. We'll mix these up after I get done with the second version of this, so I can just do it all in one go. All right, now we're going back into our alternative recipe version of this, which is a lot more than I would like to bargain for, but oh well, I guess. So what you're gonna need for this alternative recipe is you're gonna need some orange juice. You'll need grenadine. You'll need a amaretto of your choosing. Again, I'm going to go with Disaronno. You'll need a Caribbean rum of some sort. I'm going to choose Barcelo. It says on the back it's partially Caribbean, so I'm going to maybe bank on maybe it's Caribbean. Buffalo Trace, which if you're in a state which is really hard to, or a place where it's really hard to actually get Buffalo Trace, I would recommend going with a different bourbon. But yeah, Buffalo Trace. You'll need simple syrup. You'll need Angostura bitters. I'm not really sure if it wants orange bitters or regular, but I'm going to choose regular aromatic bitters for shits and giggles. And you'll need some lemon juice. So let's get down into making this one. This one's going to be a little bit more painful. 1 ounce of our Caribbean rum into our shaker. 1 ounce of Buffalo Trace. Half an ounce of our amaretto. 1 ounce of our lemon juice. I'm assuming this is the replacement for sweet and sour mix. 2 ounces of our orange juice. Again, a dash of our grenadine, which didn't really work out very well. A bar spoon of our simple syrup. Give or take. It says it's under a 1/4 ounce, so I'm gonna assume it was a bar spoon. And 2 dashes of our Angostura. And that is it. And we're going to go ahead and shake this one. Alright, we have our 2 very much different dingoes, and we're going to try it out. I think I want to try out the one from the bar book first, so here's the first dingo. Huh. That's interesting. Surprisingly, the orange juice has cut the sweet and sour down by a lot, and has actually replaced it with more of a limey taste to it to a certain degree. The amaretto, the white rum, and the Southern Comfort actually work really well together with this, with a little bit of sweetness from the grenadine. It kind of almost tastes like, mostly tastes like orange juice, actually. It mostly tastes like orange juice, like a little bit of a limey orange juice, and it's relatively pleasant. Almost in almost a tropical sense. Not bad. I think I like this. I like this one a lot. Alright, let's try our alternative dingo, which has the Buffalo Trace, Caribbean rums, amaretto, orange juice, lemon juice, grenadine, simple syrup, and Angostura bitters instead. This one has a more whiskey and rum taste to it. The orange juice, pretty much gone. You can't really taste the amaretto. It is there, but it's not as prominent. Lemon juice is pretty high. It's pretty... This actually runs really well together with this. This is more of a sipper. Almost kind of feels closer to like a weird old-fashioned in a way. That's kind of what it feels like to me. It's more like an old-fashioned of some sort, which granted, there's a lot more than an old-fashioned going into this, but that's kind of what it feels like. It's more of like a sipper over the first dingo, which is more of a, I can drink this down pretty much almost immediately and not feel guilty about it. The orange juice is kind of there. It's not super prominent. The sweet is mostly cut from the sweetness of the Buffalo Trace and the rum that's in it, plus the Angostura bitters, or the aromatic bitters, which adds a little bit of a tropical ness to the already tropical like drink. Yeah, that's pretty much about all I can say for this. It's like a very light tropical drink, but it also feels like a sipper, like a old-fashioned sipper. This one, the original, I think I like the most. I don't know why I like the most of it, even though it has Southern Comfort in it and so much sweet and sour mix. But it also tastes a little bit more syrupy too. This is fascinating. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.